Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 3 of Celestial Journey. I think we're getting to the point where I need to be able to go to the Nether at the end and fight stuff. And to do so, we're going to need some gear. So first of all, let's start by upgrading our tool station to a tool forge, because that's needed to make my favorite weapon. That would be the laser gun. So, those of you that watched the Ozone series know how good the laser gun is. Specifically, it's a melee weapon that has range attacks. Pretty, I don't know, weird in that sense. But in this pack, there are less overpowered materials than there were in Ozone. So if we look at, let's see, I think laser mediums. These are our only options, and the laser medium is the only part that determines the damage of the laser gun. So stone can't be used just to make a cast. So let's see. The two stats are power and range, and we want, a good balance of both, I guess. And I looked across these. End rod is very good, but obviously you need end rods to make that, so you have to kill the Ender Dragon and stuff. So can't quite make that one. Obviously Infinity is great, but about that. Chaotic is also great, but again, about that. So I think right now the best we can do is Fluix Crystal. So I guess we have to make ourselves a small batch of Fluix Crystals. Thankfully, I should have some, let's see, somewhere here. Charge Certus. Let's use no more than half of it. Memory serves me right, it's Charge Certus, that, and this into water. My memory, oh no, that's my memory is wrong, but sorry, I've made this like a million times. Alright, so I suspect we don't have to melt it. So, laser medium, and may as well make these others while we're at it. Pipe piece, that battery, and what is the last part? Is it just a rod? Alright, just a tough rod. Cool. So, let's see if we can make the laser medium. I want out of paper. Alright. One down. For the pipe piece and battery, those just, you get the trait and the battery determines the RF capacity. So I'm going to use the manual pipe piece to give it the insatiable trait. I think that makes it do extra damage to full health enemies, if memory serves me right. But anyways, let me cast one of those. Alright, so I'm going to make the battery and the pipe piece out of Mandolin because they give two different traits. I think actually Cold-Blooded is damage to full health enemies, and Insatiable might be extra damage but takes extra durability damage. I don't know. I could look it up, or we can just make it and try. For the tough rod, I want to make it out of silver because I think Holy is extra damage to nether enemies. And I'm going to try making a paper pipe piece and see what that does to the durability. If it's acceptable, then, instead of the manual one, we'll use the paper one and get the extra durability. I don't think it'll affect the damage, but I've been wrong before. So that's melted down. And once that's all done casting, we can put it all together. Actually, I might not have enough paper yet, but we'll see. I have all this sugar cane that's grown up, I just have to harvest it. So, one more cast and I'll turn all the sugarcane into paper. And hopefully that can make our tool rod. Just enough. Oh, I didn't want a tool rod, shoot. Can I undo it? No? I wanted a pipe piece. Is that enough for a pipe piece? Takes 4. Alright, I gotta get a little bit more sugarcane. One sec. Alright, there we go. It's paper pipe piece. Now let's try the various combinations. So this is a default. Oh, I think silver is damage to undead. Okay, that's fine. So Insatiable is more damage but takes more durability. This is a nice one. It lets you use it as as a soul vial. Basically, you can transport mobs with it, and extra damage to full health. All right, so it's 8 attack, 3 modifiers, 800-ish durability. If I replace this with that, I think the durability, yeah, that's not an option. So if I do this, I gain a modifier. Oh, the pipe piece has a huge impact on durability. That's also not an option. Okay. I mean, I guess that's what it is then. 8 attack. Alright, well. As for the modifiers, let's see. There's 3 total. We'll use 2 on quartz, 1 with looting. So actually, let's see. Do I have any? I have some leftover lapis. Let's start by maxing out the looting on my pickaxe, or the fortune, whatever. 360, and then we'll have some left over to put here, and I don't want to use it all. If I do this, will I get luck 2? Is there... No, at no point do I get luck 2. Okay, so that's good enough then. And then the other 2 modifiers we'll use for quartz. Man, I'm so disorganized. Do I have any more? 2 places apparently. Is that it? That's it. Alright. And let's see how high we can get the damage up to. May as well put it all on. So 1 level of damage goes from, I think it's 8 to 10. And 1 more, when we get more quartz, will go up a little bit more. Anyways, let's test this on something. I see you, little piggy. So the range, let's see, it's not bad. That's workable. I think the range will get a lot better once we upgrade from the Fluix to End Rod, but we have to get to the end for that. Cool. So I guess that's our weapon. It's not the best weapon, but it's serviceable. It does take both power and durability damage, but I mean, we can repair it. It's not the end of the world. So next up, I want to make some better armor. Maybe better is not the right word. I mean, I think this armor is pretty good, but I would like to actually fly. You know, right now we have this like pseudo awkward flight, but like we can't actually do things while flying because if I, switch weapons, then I take fall damage. So I would like to make the jetpack, and I've looked at the jetpack recipes, and they don't look all that bad. There's both, we can choose to either make the Ender IO or the thermal expansion like materials, and I've always found the thermal expansion materials to be slightly easier to do. And looking at these recipes, I expect we can get up to the reinforced tier. We can't make enough Enderium yet, right? Because each piece of Enderium takes a Ender Pearl, effectively. So we can make up to the reinforced tier jetpack, and I think that's a good start. I was hoping that in the process of crafting these jetpacks, I could complete some of these quests along the way, for like the... Why is that locked? Oh, I haven't made a redstone furnace. I'll do that too. Anyways, for the capacitors, but I think this quest is set to be an exact MBT match to this. In fact, we can check. Turn on edit mode. When you turn on edit mode too, you can see all the quests. If you consider that cheating, I don't. Sometimes it's good to, be able to peek ahead and be like, I wonder what's coming up. Like, what's this? There we go, our first quarry. So if we're interested in our first quarry, we can try to find those quests and do that, which I am very interested in. Anyways, you can come here, click edit to look at the quests and look at tasks. Click the task and ignore MBT is on 0. I'm not quite sure what partial match is. But anyways, yeah, because this ignore MBT is 0, I'm not gonna, well, I don't know, like, this is kind of cheating to change it, so I'm just gonna deal with it. But just to point out, if you're ever curious why a quest is complete, you can look into, how it's encoded and figure that out. So anyways, to complete this quest, I suspect we just have to charge our capacitor. I made this wired charger. It's much faster than our energetic infuser. It basically, I don't think it has a charge limit, or if it does, its limit's very high, because I was able to charge my, 27 million RF capacitor in it. Anyways, I think once this is fully charged, it'll complete the quest. Not that I care for the quest reward of exactly nothing. Yeah, and there we go. My suspicion was correct. That completes the quest. Anyways, while I'm at it, I'm gonna just make a redstone furnace so I can unlock the thruster quests. Alright, let's kick it off with the tier 1 jetpack. Fuel usage in this pack, I think those are the normal amounts. So it means that we can actually fly a fair bit of time with this. Let me figure out my hotkeys to turn on like hover mode and stuff, but yeah, we can at least, this gives us basic, jetpacking. Unfortunately, it breaks our set bonus, so we no longer get that 85% melee damage reduction, but I think I'm going to be replacing most of this rupee gear anyways. Alright, the tier 2 jetpack is just an incremental upgrade over the tier 1. You fly faster, you rise faster, fly horizontally faster, and if you turn on hover mode, you hover a little bit better. You still have some, altitude loss, but it's better than the tier 1. And lastly, the reinforced jetpack, or the tier 3 one. I think we can also make armor for it. Let's see. So yeah, we can make Invar armor, which is start with this, and then get 10 bronze and 10 Invar. Hope I have more bronze. Oh, I have bronze in my inventory and Invar in my inventory. Go into alloy smelter, alloys mode. No, is it in an induction smelter? Bronze and Invar. Cool. So this will give it some armor. It's still, it won't be like the best armor, but it, beats having an unarmored jetpack, right? So all we have to do is craft them together. Doesn't say how much armor. Oh no, it does. 7 armor. Okay, so that's like ironish tier. So anyways, now we can fly much faster. We can still... What's that sound? Is it only while I'm gliding? Like a getting hotter, getting colder? It's really annoying. I wish I knew how to turn it off. If you know how to turn that off, definitely let me know. But anyways, because I think, yeah, gliding is faster than hover mode. But that sound is annoying enough that I'm not going to use the glider anymore unless I know how to turn it off. Anyways, another thing that's come to my attention is food. So I've been eating these pineapples recently. They're great. 4.5 and 5.5 or whatever. But it's been brought to my attention that hot pumpkin pie is made just by cooking a pumpkin in a furnace. And since it has a cooking step, what we can do is, let's see, planted some pumpkins here. I'll harvest just the one because the rest of these I'm waiting for them to spread. What we can do is if we cook it in the redstone furnace normally, we get, 1-to-1. But if we upgrade the redstone furnace with the trivection chamber, it says gain additional food when cooking, and only food can be processed. But I have alloy smelters for, just using as a furnace. So now 1 pumpkin becomes 2 pumpkin pie. What's great about these is they give, the text says 2.5 and 7, but the, tooltip says 2.5 and 35. So, I guess let's take some damage. Turn that off. I need to heal so that I can eat. And I'm curious if it actually, yeah, it looks like it does restore your saturation entirely, which is really good because when your saturation's full like that, you heal up very quickly. So I think once I eat up these pineapples, I'll switch over to hot pumpkin pies as food. Not that pineapples are bad or anything, just the pumpkins are a little ridiculous. So anyways, we can turn you back on and put you in a bauble slot. Alright, so with that, oh shoot, I didn't complete this quest. Wait, yeah I did. Okay, I didn't complete this quest. Yeah, I did as well. Oh, neat. Anyways, conveyor belts. Cool. And this one should be done too. Oh, I put the armor on it. I think I can just take the armor off. Yeah, that should complete the quest. And XOR gate. Alright. And then you can put the armor back on. No loss. Alright, so, I can't quite get to the top tier jetpack yet. So I guess that's where we'll stop for now on this. the last thing I have to do is make the rest of my armor. I don't think there's a quest for it, but I want to do the dark steel armor. So the helmet, chest piece, and leggings. These have a bunch of nice, well, when they're empowered, they are diamond tier protection, and they can get some other nice bonuses like plus movement speed and, you know, an inventory in them. And stuff like later when we do Thaumcraft, there's like the goggles of revealing. Well, you can build your goggles of revealing into your helmet, so you can have both the goggles and armor at the same time. So the armors themselves are very easy to make. Let's see. In fact, I think I can make them all right now. I'm going to skip the chest piece because Jetpack. Another thing about the boots too is that when they are empowered, they absorb fall damage. So I don't have to worry about taking fall damage. I don't need the shield, and I'll worry about the other stuff later. So now to upgrade them, I have to make these blank dark steel upgrades, and then, choose which I want and do that mode. So let's start with empowered one, which is what makes them functional. Shoot, that takes vibrant crystals? Basically this takes an ingot of vibrant alloy each, and vibrant alloy takes an ender pearl each, and I don't have enough ender pearls. Alright, maybe given that, can I? I can't make end steel yet. The ender armor is actually really good too. Anyways, maybe given that, I'll set this armor aside and come back to it later when I can empower it. Because without empowering it, it's just iron armor. Nothing spectacular. So maybe I'll stick to my rupee armor for now. It's not great, but it'll have to do, I guess. So now that we have our upgraded weapons and armor, I want to go kill Enderman and Blazes for Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods. But first I want to max out looting on our laser gun so that we get more Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods and other stuff. So to do so, I'm going to need a bit more lapis. I think I only have I have 64 there, 3 here. So I need like another, 300-ish pieces of lapis. So I'm going to go do some mining. Well, something really weird happened. I was just down in, my mines, mining away, and then my game crashed. Alright, no big deal, happens from time to time. But when I logged back in, I was back at my spawn point. My inventory was gone. I didn't have a death marker. And I have all these mobs chasing after me, and I've been death looped quite a few times already. I'm honestly not sure what happened. I don't know if I died in the mine or anything, but all my stuff's gone. And my, gosh darn it, this one spider will not give up on me. Anyways, I don't know, I think I would, if because it happened from a crash, I'm not against, loading a backup or anything, but my last backup was from when I started recording this episode. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cheat in some of the basic gear that I had. No, I'm not going to try to figure everything out, but I need a pickaxe and stuff just to play the game. So yeah, I'm pretty annoyed about that, but nothing you can do, right? So anyways, I'm going to have to do something about these bugs. But yeah, I don't know, game crashes happen. Whatever. Anyways, these are the items that I'm giving back to myself, let's say. It's definitely not everything I had because I had a bunch of stuff in my backpack. Mostly it was, these things I don't use often, but I'll deal with it. Again, besides really the armor, I don't really care that much. I had, 30 minutes worth of mining materials in my backpack. That really sucks to lose, but I guess I just have to go mining again. Anyways, as I was saying, I was mining earlier to try to get enough lapis to make, I guess I don't need this chest piece. Oh, there. I was mining to get enough lapis to upgrade my laser gun, and I may have been close to having enough, but I guess we're starting that over, so back to the mines. Anyways, while I'm down here mining, I want to take a second to show you how I've been mining now, because I think I've gotten it quite efficient. So, with our unbreakable pickaxe, I just sit here, clear out, relatively large swaths of cobble, or other, filler blocks. I have 6 dank or dev nulls because the dank null is not in the pack, set to the various, common like dirt, gravel style blocks that I just want to avoid. That way they just auto void once I have a stack, and then I just clear a bunch of stuff out. Look for the resources I care for, which right now it's mostly just lapis. I have my laser gun for killing any mobs that show up. I have torches, and I have a gluttony charm, which lets me instant eat, so that I don't have to stop to eat. So yeah, by doing this, I can reasonably efficiently mine. And you see, I just clear out a bunch, eat a bite of food. For stuff that is affected by fortune, I use my Tinker's Pick because it has luck on it. And for stuff that isn't, I just use my pickaxe. And funny thing is, despite mining, this quickly, I still don't have that much lapis. In fact, so far I have a stack and change. Whoops, I should have used the other pick for that. But, and I think that's, now I'm a little low. Lapis, I think, peaks at like Y level 14-ish. So it's like a little bit above us. But, there's a little bit of it above and below that Y level. But anyways, yep, more mining for me. Mining trip's done, and here's the lapis we got, which I expect will be enough to max out our laser gun's luck. Yep, so that's luck 3 or looting 3. So that increases our mob drops, and with that I think we're well, let's use our levels real quick. But after that I think we're ready to go hunt some stuff in the, let's start with the nether, go after blazes. So anyways, multi-shot, there is, I want to upgrade this portable tank as well. Oh, I lost my wrench. Oh well. So we can enchant this tank as a way of cycling the enchants. Only holding 3, good enough. And of course, double soulbound. Electric efficiency? Sure, why not? I don't know what that does. Project Red expansion. Alright. I think that only affects the Project Red electricity and not RF, unfortunately. Anyways, put you back. And now let's make our trip to the nether and see how we fare in our new armor. Alright, now that we're in the nether, first thing I want to do is find another fortress. It feels so much safer here now that we can fly. Maybe I should have made a magnet. Oh well, I'll grab some of this, ooh, yeah, this mob is scary. It's like a super archer. And actually, maybe I should switch my armor over from the melee damage reduction version to the range damage reduction version. Because I think range damage is far scarier than melee damage now. But alas, whatever. I'll do that next time I'm back in the overworld, maybe. I'll grab some glowstone while I'm here. And everything sets me on fire. I do have a flame resist book I can apply to something, which would also be a good idea for later. Anyways, let's see if we can find ourselves a fortress. Oh, is that it? No, I think that's just not loaded area. Alright, be back soon. So you remember how I was all happy that the laser gun counts as a melee weapon? Well, apparently blazes have like flame thorns, where if you hit them with a melee attack, they set you on fire. Super purple blaze. Oh gosh, it hurts. Yeah, I definitely need some flame resist before I can come here safely. Because I'm always burning. Anyways, I think this is a Divine RPG mob that drops something we need, so I'm gonna kill it. Jeez. Everything hurts. Alright, I'm gonna go apply that flame resist because I'm just begging to get myself killed here. So the range damage set is actually a set perk, which means we can't use it unless we want to give up our jetpack. I guess I'm curious, what about angel rings? If I can get an angel ring, I can use a full set again, huh? Yeah, that's not happening. Not anytime soon. All right then. So I do have a fire protection 4 book. I'll put on my leggings. And I guess that's the best we can do for now. I would make the potions. What is it? Fire resistance potion. But we need both magma cream, which isn't bad, that displays powder. And before that, though, we need nether wart. And I don't have any nether wart yet. For myself is a magnet of some sort. But it doesn't look like there's that many options in this pack. The thermal expansion one appears to not be in the pack or be disabled. So the ring of magnetization takes way more mana steel than I have. I have like 3 ingots from a loot chest or something. The electromagnet from Ender IO takes a soul binder, which I suppose we are probably able to make if I really wanted to. No, that takes a Enderman head. I don't have all the heads. So that's off the table. Let's see. The only other magnet I see here is, well, the Sigil of magnetism, but that requires blood magic. And the magnet from Quantum Flux takes an electromagnet and plutonium. So I guess we're going without a magnet. That's a shame. Alas. Hey, both things I was looking for. A Tinker's Construct Slime Island and a fortress. I want to grab some of this orange slime here, or magma slime, because it's needed to make the don't fall in the lava. The embossment crystals. Ooh, is this dimensional shard ore? It is. Wow, nice. This might be useful. Well, probably not for a while. Anyways, the embossment crystals lets you add not a modifier, but a trait to your weapons. So anyways, I want to leave that spawner alone for now. I'm looking to kill the wither skeletons, and I'm specifically trying to get a drop of evil from them. With a drop of evil, I can, turn that spawner into a disturbed spawner, which then I can do great things with. So anyways, let's see if our fortune here helps us get any. Also, I'm being sniped at by a bunch of blazes. Anyways, I'm gonna kill some stuff. Wish me luck. I just realized how horrible that sounds out of context. Huh. From this loot chest, I got one of these Fortune's Favors. It seems like it doesn't do anything if I just hold it in my inventory, but if I put it in specifically at just the one bauble slot, which unfortunately is the same bauble slot that the Gluttony Charm and Sleep Charm have to go in. Now those work even in your inventory. Anyways, it seems to give me a haste effect, and it says something about giving more drops from ores. So, sounds good to me. There we go. Looks like that's a drop of evil and a wither skeleton skull for our troubles. So let's go ahead and pick up that mob spawner, that blaze spawner. Yoink. So now what we have is a disturbed spawner. What happens is we can place it down, and it'll, well, I guess it might need grid power? I'm actually not 100% sure, but it'll spawn blazes. And it doesn't use RF, which is good, because RF is pretty scarce right now. Anyways, yikes, this looks very scary, because these guys hurt. But I want that wither skeleton. Anyways, I need another drop of evil now, because I also want to make a Cursed Earth mob farm. Ah yes, the nether wart room. Now we can make potions. Whoopsies. It probably did fall in lava. There it goes. Awesome. So now with potions, we can actually be, immune to fire damage. Ooh, draconium ore. Shiny. Nice. I like it. More draconium ore. I think the main reason I need some of this is to make drawer controllers, which is nice. Nice that we have a little bit now. Well, I got my drops of evil, but now I found a second wither skull in the process, so I may as well try to get a third, right? I've killed like a dozen more wither skeletons and haven't gotten it yet, but I suppose that's not too unexpected. I found it easiest is to fly around and look for them on the minimap, because they have, that different skull icon, and then, just selectively kill them, because I take so much damage from these. Look at that. Like, even if it doesn't hit me, I'll take like half of my health and damage just from its thorns. So yeah, fighting blazes is unpleasant at best. There it is, our third skull. Hey, get out of here. Alright, let's go fight a wither. Did I get a... No, I didn't get a fourth one. Alright. Anyways, I don't think I'm geared well enough to properly fight a wizard. Or a wither. Where's my portal? That way. So let's do the usual thing of spawn him in the ceiling. I'm going to dig a little hole up to the ceiling by our portal. And it's nice that this pack apparently has a perfectly flat nether ceiling. Yeah, nether ceiling. Words are hard. So it should be pretty easy to spawn him in and not have him escape. And worst case scenario, I do have a decent weapon. So if he does fight, you know, I guess as long as he doesn't escape above the ceiling, I'm okay. But yeah, that's about what I... Oh gosh, he has thorns too? Why does everything have thorns in this pack? Alright, well I guess I gotta wait to heal. And sorry that he's a little loud. Does he only have... He better not have thorns in phase 2. Maybe I should make a shuriken so I have a proper ranged weapon. Yeah, he has thorns to melee, direct melee hit. I'm gonna turn him down. Sorry, buddy, you're really loud. You're still really loud. Now you're really quiet. No, you're still loud. Alright, whatever, Wither. You don't win. Alright, this fight would be impossible if he wasn't stuck in the ceiling because I'm taking so much thorns damage. Alright, in phase 2 where you can only melee him, he still has thorns. That's pretty obnoxious. But I guess it's supposed to be, you know, combat is difficult. Anyways, I don't even know what my plan is to do with this nether star. I just figured I can, so I might as well. I'll figure out what to do with it later. I wonder if the damage goes through this damage reduction and if I had protection enchanted on my armor, if it would help. I think I get to shoot him 3 times and I have to eat. Woohoo, we did it. Oh cool, we get a division sigil? It's been a while since I've seen these. Not activated. Huh, I assume we have to do the... Well, we'll deal with that later. Wait, so our unstable ingots not made... I guess they're not made the normal way. They're made the old, like, version 1.7 way. Alright, anyways, here's our nether star. Did he drop anything else of particular interest? Doesn't look like it. He didn't even drop a yellow... Oh, he did drop a heart. Okay. Alright, so what can I do with the nether star? None of this looks particularly interesting. Yes, I need 2 nether stars for an imaginary time block, but I'm sure I need plenty of other things. Yeah, I have a feeling the nether star is not going to be the bottleneck by the time I'm making this. It definitely won't be the bottleneck. Alright, so it looks like we can't do much with it at all. But whatever, we have it. Anyways, let's head back to our base. And we're back. So let's go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I'm happy with the progress we made, perhaps with the exception of that one awkward crash and deleting my character halfway through. But yeah, I'm glad that we have our jetpack and our laser gun now. I'd say the next thing I want to do is hunt down a bunch of Endermen to get enough Eyes of Ender to, you know, go to the end. But that'll have to wait for next episode. So I hope you like this episode and hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.